Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out how to utilize junk speeder and if it's worth it to use junk speeder, just based off what its effect is, because like it's very strict on what you can do, right? It's very linear to where you can only do so many options, but then you got to be able to see what those options can give you, right? Because like swarming the field with a bunch of tuners while you only have one non-tuner to work with can be a little bit stressful, because like it's just one non-tuner and the rest of you are like, you know what I mean? So and you gotta find a way to get rid of that non-tuner, and then so like the way people have been doing it now is just basically doing the Omega stuff where you can just banish itself. You just keep basically making Omegas, right? And the way I was thinking about it, right, I was like, well, I mean, like all you really need to do is just open up with a level 4 that doesn't require your normal summon, so then you can just either normal summon Jet or search for Jet with your tuning, right? And these both of these just come to mind automatically because I'm familiar with the Dragon Shrine engine, right? So like Dragon Shrine, send this to grave, special summon itself. It's your level 4 special summon, right? Same thing with this. Hero lives, similar thing. If some of you have watched the Team Samurai's build where he talked about this combo where you could do the 3 Omegas, and that's really good. Like it's really good, but it runs too many tuners that just don't really like. What if you draw the tuners like, oh, it's like that's something you just don't want to do. Already your Solde is like for those of us that want to use the Solde play as well. It's like it makes it even worse. Like that's what you don't want to do. you don't want to have more garnets that you just want to like be reliant on one particular sequence, because then it's just like, oh well, that's how bad decks are just made. Like it's not it's not ideal to have that scenario. And then so like you have multiple ways to get to this, right? So then Hero Lives get you this, Shrine gets you that, and then you have this gets you the Jet Synchron, right? So like simple things, just Hero Lives, special summon, normal summon, go into junk speeder, right? But what can you use this lineup of cards? Like basically, like that's what I've been trying to do right now. Like trying to revolve everything around the deck building around this concept, right? Like how can what cards can aid this lineup of cards, right? Like that's basically what it's come down to, and that's why I approach basically every deck build I tend to create, and that's basically what it's come down to, because if you get this right, like you saw, I get you the malicious, right? And then you can continue, and then since it's in your grave, you just pitch for it and do what you please, right? But it's very dependent, because like remember how I mentioned how you only have one non-tuner, and then this automatically becomes your secondary non-tuner, right? This gives you two non-tuners that you can work with based off what you special summon, the level of tuners you special summon. And that's basically what it's come down to. It's very, very simplified, yeah? So is it worth it though? That's the thing. Is it worth doing that? I mean, 3 Omegas is pretty damn good, right? But what happens when you go second? That's always been a question. What happens when you go second, right? And this is a 1-card scale, yeah? So to have synergy, like of course you guys are already well aware of the warrior engine, right? You play this, okay? Like this basically gets you to that, what makes Isolde way easier, and it just gets you to the Strudel as fast as possible. And then you have you would have your tuners, right? The one you special off of and move this over here. Special off junk speeder, right? Oh crap! If I just slide. Okay. Special these, then you have these as well. Like, and the reason why this is here is because, like, this has synergy with this. Like, if you shrine this, right, get your scale, and then you can search for this with tuning or open it. Doesn't matter. This is complete scale, right? That's and then you can pendulum summon your warriors. Okay, that's basically the idea, the theory, right? And it's and then you can special it off with junk speeder. And the good thing about this as well is This allows you to get another non-tuner material, which is in your scale, right? So let's say these are in your scales. Like let's say these are both in your scale. You can special summon either of these and synchro with it, which is really cool. Like with this one, like if this is in scale, you can synchro level 6, right? Go for junk, go for Stardust Warrior. You know what I mean? Like it makes the extensions a little bit better, and it's a level 2, so it's like any more than this, it'd be like, I see, like it's way too much. At least these have some sort of synergy based upon like to progress what you intentionally want to do, which is basically what Goki does. Just go to Isolde as fast as possible and as consistent as possible, because that's what you want to do, right? Of course, you keep in mind that like if your Isolde gets Ash, or if it gets Olger, or if it gets Valor and permanent, like of course that's to be expected. But the point of it is to be able to do it as consistent as possible, more than your opponent be able to open up that hand trap. Does that make sense? Then of course you play your Doppel, right? Because Doppel was just basically, yeah, so good. And this just two little cool things where you get like pitches for Greffer or something, and then normal summon this, and then special when you discard it. It's like that thing's pretty cool. And the part where you can make it a level 1 as well, like sometimes you have it in your scale, and then you special one off Junk Speeder, and then you can make that a level 1, and then you can special summon the gate, and then make Synchro level 8. Like that's pretty cool. I really like that about little neat thing you can do. Then you have your this of course, and then Zephyros. So if you open up, basically if you open up Shrine and Armageddon Eye or Greffer, it gives you a complete scale. You can just bounce back the Dark One you special summon, and then complete scale, and then pendulum summon your Shadow Mist, right? These are one of okay. And then you have your lure, right? Because let me just give you an example of what I mean by this, okay? It'll make it'll make a little bit much more sense. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's say you open up your key cards, right? Which is either this, or even if you open up this as well, right? Like as long as you can get to the point where you don't have to normal summon and have, I guess it's a bit odd because you would never, like before you just would never want to normal summon, or you would never want to see this. But now the fact that you can make Junk Speeder, it just makes it a slightly better. Okay, so so if you don't open up this, or if you open up this, like basically it's your pendulum summon, then it allows you to just normal summon, right? Okay, so let's say you open up either of these, right? Okay, 1 or 2. At the same, you wouldn't want them at the same time. I mean, it doesn't hurt because you could just turn into Strudo and then just continue from there. But let's say even if you just draw this, right? Let's say you draw this. Let's say you go Hero Lives, right? You special summon your Shadow Mist, right? You normal summon, and you go for Junk Speeder. So chilling 1, chilling 2, and you special your 3. 1, 2, 3, and then well, you would add first, especially malicious, right? Okay, and then you can go just go Omega, right? What the hell's my Omega, man? Should be somewhere here. There it is. Let's say you go Omega, right? You just rip one card out of the hand. And then you have a Jet engraved, you pitch it, right? Special Jet. And then this is your second non-tuner, special the malicious, right? And you can either just go another, you can just go into another, like it's basically 3 Omegas. It's the same thing as how Sam was talking about it, but like this way it's like you don't play the road Synchron. Like, yeah, you don't really need that. Okay, so and then you can just Synchro make another Omega, right? And then you just banish it. and you bench the last one. Right, and then right here, you Synchro 7. Like if you want to go Yugioh or something, then Yugioh, and Synchro the third one, right? And then, so that's 3 cards out of their hand, right? That's 3 cards, and then you have that was 2 cards. You have 3 cards left, right? So ideally, you want like you kind of want to save your normal summon, which is why you have all those options to special summon, and then go like, oh, summon this, and then do your junk double play, bring this back, junk double. That's ideal, right? That's ideal, but it's a simple example we can do with just those 2 cards, right? And then it's and then when you open up with like Shrine, it's a little bit, it's not as impactful because you don't get the extra non-tuners that you would usually need, right? It's really weird. But the simple fact that it's just a non-tuner that you can just special summon, and then it gives you a discard that you basically need, right? Because let's say, okay, let me just show you that one. Then. Let's say you go. How did I put them? Cool. Okay, let's say you go Shrine, right? Alright, let's go Shrine. Activate, send this. Right, then activate, summon, add this, summon, go junk speeder. Effect. It's a little bit more vulnerable because like you can't chain block it, right? And then like right here, depending, this is where you're missing the non-tuner, right? That's basically what it comes down to. And then you just go 8. You can do the abyss play, or you can go like where's it? Get the red dragon, right? And it's a similar case where I think I showed you guys this before, where you can just go in 9. Right, and then you can just pitch special, and then like if you want to do like calamities, like if it's your turn, like if for whatever reason they have no response to this, or like you know what I mean, just do or even if you had like a junk connector play, and you could just do that, that'd be pretty cool. But like basically that's basically what you can do. You can do this, or you can just go into Bane, right? And then Bane tributes this, specials back this, like even that's cool, right? Like that's cool as well. So it's that's basically where I'm at right now, where you're a bit stuck to where you're restricted to the non-tuner, so you need to have non-tuner resources after you've established your drunk speeder. But it's pretty neat, right? It's pretty neat. I'll try to do another combo. I really like when they go this long because it's too much information all into one. It's too much cramming. I'll leave it there. I'll do another one probably after this, and I'll just upload it tomorrow as well. It takes forever to upload that. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if I missed anything, talk about this in the next video. Thanks for watching.